Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so I guess most probably students have joined the lecture, right? Back to
મેમ
our
તમારા વોઇસમાં ડિસ્ટર્બન્સ આવે છે.
શું ડિસ્ટર્બન્સ આવે છે? ક્લિયર નથી આવતો પાછળ
બહુ
બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ.
સ્લો
ઢું ઢું અવાજ આવે છે.
Yes, ma'am.
હેલો હેલો, am I audible now?
Yes, now audible. But still the voice is low.
Voice is low.
મેમ બહુ જ ધીરો અવાજ આવે છે.
એ હું થોડું હજુ મોટેથી બોલીશ. હવે આવે છે કે હજુ લો જ આવે છે?
હવે બરાબર છે.
Okay. So what we have done in the last lecture? Can anyone tell me? લાસ્ટ ફ્રાઈડે આપણે મળ્યા હતા ત્યારે કંઈક કર્યું હતું આપણે.
Cryptanalytic attacks.
Okay. Okay. Before starting with the lecture, I request all of you to just turn on your video camera and show me that you are with your knot and pen. If not, then just bring that.
મેમ કમ્પલસરી છે?
Yes, it is compulsory. Yes, come on everyone, fast. Be quick. Show me that you are with your knot and pen. Okay, yes, Amrit, good. બસ એક જ જણ છે? What about others? Okay, yes, Shruti, Shivam, Parth, Abhishek. Okay, good. અલા બંધ ના બતાવશો, ઓપન કરીને બતાવો. ક્રિપ્ટોગ્રાફી વાળી જ છે ને? પછી ખબર પડી કે બીજી કોઈ હોય. Okay, yes, Soumya, Daksh. Okay, good. Sakshi, good. Dev Patel, good. Parth Patel, okay. Juhi, okay. Rahul, okay. Devang, okay. Viraj, okay. Karan, okay. Daksh Kumar Prajapati, okay. Esha, okay. Vasu, okay. Vedant Soni, okay. Drashti, okay. ધૈર્ય, ઓકે. અલા અંધારામાં કેમ બેઠો છે ધૈર્ય? લાઇટ વાઇટ કર. ચિંતન, ઓકે. કુશલ, ઓકે. સાવન, ઓકે. આયુષી, ઓકે. ધ્રુવી, ઓકે. વ્રજેશ, ઓકે. નુપુર, ઓકે. Okay, good, good, fine. So let me just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have already discussed the symmetry key ciphers, right? And its equation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The main topic which is remaining, that is Kirchhoff's principle. So there was one scientist, his name was Kirchhoff, and he has given one principle to create the algorithm, right? So basically what he has said is that the main portion of cryptography is made up of two things. One, which is the algorithm, that is encryption, decryption, right? If we are at the sender side, so we can consider as an encryption algorithm. And if we are at the receiver side, so we can consider it as a decryption algorithm. And with that, that must be the hidden key. So if you want to provide the main three goals of your security, then these two things must remain hidden. That was his first statement. But later on, he said that we can assume that whatever the attacker we are having, that adversary, he knows the algorithm, because in algorithms we have some limitations, that we have only 5 algorithms or 10 algorithms or 15 algorithms. So from those 15 algorithms we can consider ke bhai koi pan tukko lagi gayo, right? So he said that we can assume that the attacker knows the encryption and decryption algorithm. So what we should keep much hidden, that is the key, so that we can avoid or we can resist from the attack. So his principle is that we should keep our key as secret as possible. And the another statement he said, that is the key domain for each algorithm should be so larger that it makes it difficult for the attacker to find the key. That means પહેલા તો કી તમારે ખબર પડે નહીં એટલું સિક્રેટ રાખો કે કોઈ થર્ડ પાર્ટીને એવી ખબર ના પડે કે ભાઈ વિધિ મેડમનું નામ આ પાડ્યું છે, રાઈટ? એન્ડ સેકન્ડ વસ્તુ, કી ડોમેન, વોટ એવર ધ કી યુ આર ચૂઝિંગ, એનો જે ડોમેન છે, એનો જે એરિયા છે, રાઈટ? જેમ કે સીઝર સાઇફરમાં વી were having 26. If we are talking about the additive cipher with the same mapping, then 26. But if with the different mapping, that is monoalphabetic, then 26 factorial. In Playfair, we were having 25 factorial. So that is the key domain, all the possible keys. So this domain should be as larger as possible so that we can make it difficult for the attacker to find a particular key. So the Kirchhoff gives us these two statements, which is known as Kirchhoff's principle. Fine? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After that, we have seen these attacks, right? Cryptanalysis attack, ciphertext only, known plain text, chosen ciphertext. Is there any doubt in that attack?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now we are going to discuss regarding the broadly two categories of the cipher, that is substitution cipher and the transposition cipher. Okay, so we'll discuss first the substitution cipher. So what we mean by the substitution? So as the name suggests, substitution, that means we are going to replace one particular symbol or character with the another one, right? So as we know, whenever we are using any language, most probably we are going to go with the English language. So in that we are going to have the alphabetic characters, right? So whatever the characters we are having in our plain text, that we are going to replace by the another character. So in this method also there are two types. One is monoalphabetic ciphers, another one is a polyalphabetic cipher. So mono no matlab શું થાય? Single, one, right? So in monoalphabetic cipher, what will happen? A character in plain text is always changed with the same character in the ciphertext, regardless of its position in the text. That means whatever the mapping we are going to do, that mapping will have the relationship that is 1 to 1. A will be always replaced by C, or C will be always replaced by A, right? That is called 1-to-1 mapping. So this type of ciphers are known as the monoalphabetic ciphers. So in that we have multiple ciphers: additive, shift, Caesar, multiplicative cipher, and affine cipher. I guess we have already discussed regarding this additive cipher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ઓકે તો મેં કોઈ સમ કરવા માટે આપ્યો તો તમને લોકોને
नहीं
તમને નતો આપ્યો હોમવર્ક મને કેમ યાદ છે કે મેં તમને હોમવર્ક આપ્યું હતું
हाँ होमवर्क आइपो तुमने
હા
મેમ આપ્યો તો પણ નહીં કર્યો.
નહીં
यस
કર્યો
मैम
વેરી
भूली
ગુડ
गए
વેરી ગુડ કઈ ખુશીમાં ભૂલી ગયા
मैम थोड़ी बीक लागी कोरोना नहीं એટલે
ઓહો હો 19 DCS 001. Let's assume this is our plain text, right? So in that I have also mentioned some of the mappings. So can you tell me the mappings?
Ma'am, DS5,
Okay,
CS10,
okay,
and SS13.
13. Okay, and which
And the key
algorithm?
was 7.
Okay, and which algorithm we are going to apply?
Edited cipher.
एडिटेड
Okay. And our key was 7. So this many things are given in our example, right? So as we know, the algorithm which we have used, that is the additive cipher. So the equation for encryption is ciphertext equals to plain text plus key mod 26. You need to mention this first, right? Because we need to say that how we are going to calculate these things. So on the basis of this particular equation, we are going to calculate the things. Okay. Now in our plain text, we have some of the mappings, right? So by providing the mappings, now we will directly encrypt the particular plain text which is given, right? So for ciphertext 19, as we are going to consider 19 together, right? So our plain text is 19 plus our key is 7 and we need to apply mod 26. So 19 plus 7, 19 plus 7,
26.
more
26
26, mod 26. What will be the answer?
1
1 or 0?
0.
ના 0 0 0
Zero.
0 આવે છે
હા sorry 0.
Okay. So the ciphertext for 19 will be 0. Now we need to do for the another character, that is D, right? But we have mapped D as 5, so we are going to put over here 5 directly plus 7 mod 26. 7 plus 5,
12 more 26.
12
12 mod 26. So what will be the answer?
12
12.
Right? Okay.
Hmm.
Now the next ciphertext is C. So for C, 10 plus 7 mod 26. So 17
17
mod
mod
26,
26 is 17.
17. Right? Now next is ciphertext S. That is 13 plus 7 mod
20.
26. That is 20. Right? After that, what is remaining for 0? Ciphertext 0, that we are going to get 0 only,
Hmm.
right? Then ciphertext for again 0, that is 0 only. And ciphertext for 1, that will be 1. Right? So thus, we get ciphertext is equals to, what is 19 no? 0. D is replaced by 12. So 12 માટે કયો character છે એ આપણને ખબર નથી. કેમ નથી ખબર? Because over here we don't have any mapping. We know the mapping for D, C and S only. Okay. So what we need to do? We need to put over here 12 directly. Then for C,
मैम साइफर टेक्स्ट फील्ड्स 001 उसमें की ऐड नहीं होगी.
कौन से में? Oh sorry.
7 7 and 8 आएगा
0
ना?
plus 7, हाँ.
Yes, ma'am.
7 and 8. Yes, right. Right, then 12, 17, then what is next? 20, then 7, then 7 and 8. So this is your ciphertext. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But in this type of situation, you cannot decrypt this particular message. As you can see over here, bare characters, मतलब bare numbers હતા, that is replaced by only 1. Right? એટલે આપણે અહીંયા આગળ એવું ગ્રુપિંગ નહીં કરી શકીએ કે ભાઈ મારે સિંગલ કન્સિડર કરવા કે ડબલ કન્સિડર કરવા. That is why you cannot decrypt this message. So if you want to make it decryption type message, then what you need to do, instead of writing single 0, you need to write 2 times 0. આમાં તો 2 છે. Instead of writing 7, you need to write 07, 07, 08. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So now if the sender will send the ciphertext equals to this one, then now the receiver can be able to decrypt this particular message. And for that, what he need to do is,
Follow the process.
Yes, follow the algorithm. And for that algorithm, he is going to consider the 2 digits number and then apply -7. Fine. Okay. So these are the different string which I have given. So you can try. This is for the practice purpose only. So if you want to try this particular cipher, then you can try for the strings, right? Okay. Now for in this, see over here the ciphertext only is given. So what do you assume by this?
Decryption કરવાનું.
Decryption કરવાનું છે, પણ how you will going to decrypt it?
Without key તો કેવી રીતે?
Brute force.
Exactly. You need to apply over here the brute force attack. That means in examination, if this type of question is asked, then what you need to do is you just need to write the ciphertext, whatever the ciphertext given to you, and then you need to mention that as the attacker doesn't have the key, or he is having, or attacker is having only ciphertext, we can perform. यार आमा तो बहुत खराब हैंडराइटिंग आवे छे. Brute force attack, right? And after that, what you need to mention, that assume sender and receiver has used additive cipher. So in the examination, ciphertext will be given to you and the algorithm will be given to you. Okay. So on the basis of that particular thing, what you need to do, you need to take that ciphertext equals to this one, and let's assume key equals to 1. Okay. So first of all, you go with +1, right? And try to find out the plain text. If you are not getting it, now assume the key is equals to -1, because you cannot say that you have only used the plus operation in additive cipher, or you cannot say that the minus operation is used in the additive cipher, right? So as an attacker, you need to do both the things, plus or minus. Are you understanding?
મેમ -1 ની જગ્યાએ અમે +1 કરતા કરતા 25 સુધી જઈશું તો 25 અને -1 બંને એક જ થશે ને?
હા, એ થવાનું તો એક જ છે, પણ અહીંયા આગળ તમે કરશો ને એટલે બંને બાજુથી આવશે ને એટલે તમે પહેલા પહોંચી શકો. This is the effective way.
ઓકે.
Fine. So this is how you can perform the brute force attack. In the examination, if it is asked to perform the brute force attack, you need to mention such lines before starting the attack. Right? Okay, why you are choosing this particular attack, what you are assuming, for which key you are applying, how you are applying. For the first one, you need to do or you need to show the calculations for the first character. Right? પહેલા character માટે જે બી plain text માટે છે એનું જે બી calculation હોય that you need to show. But there is no need to show the calculation for the other one. You can, for other characters, you can directly write the whatever the plain text you are having by using the shift cipher ની જે આપણી મેથડ છે A to Z લખ્યું હોય, key 1 use કરી છે એટલે જે પણ તમારો માની લો કે cipher text છે ERG, તો E પછી શું આવશે? Right? So E pachi, if I am using +1, so I am going to go this side. Right? So E will be replaced by F, R will be replaced by something, RS, G will be replaced by H. So this is the answer for key equals to +1. And similarly, you can go with key equals to -1. So in that, D આવશે, Q આવશે, G ની જગ્યાએ F. Right? So if there are 3 characters, so you need to show the steps for only one character. Okay, E nu F કેમનું થયું? That's it. After that, you just need to write the things with using this technique. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now today we are going to learn the another algorithm which is known as multiplicative ciphers. So before starting with this multiplicative cipher, you need to understand some of the mathematical terms. We know that the key domains we are using. So whenever we are working with the additive cipher, our key domain will be Z26, right? Because whatever the value we are going to have, that it will be mode 26. So the domain will be your Z26. This is to represent the set, right? That means that can be 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 26, right? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So whenever we are talking about this multiplicative ciphers, so as okay, in multiplicative cipher, what happens? Instead of plus operation, we are using the multiplication, right? Over here we will have the plain text, over here there will be the key. Similarly, plain text multiply key. Let's assume our plain text is C and the key is 4. What will be the answer in the case of plus? That means additive. Two plus 4, 6. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
And if the same thing with multiplicator, what we will have?
8.
8, right? Now assume that this is the cipher text which is sent by the sender, and now try to decrypt this particular message. So if we are choosing this additive cipher, what we are going to do? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So 6 minus 4, that we are going to 2. So we are getting back the plain text, right? Now apply the thing with multiplicative. What you are going to do in this? What will be the inverse
Divide.
of? Yes.
Divide by the key.
Divide by the key, right? So our ciphertext is 8. We are going to divide. What is the key? 4, right? Mod 26. So are you getting the answer? 2 was our plain text, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I am providing you. Now I am providing you the another plain text. Let's assume plain text equals to 21. Okay. Now apply the multiplicative cipher. What will be the answer? Let's assume અહીંયા આગળ 3 છે. What will be the answer?
T3 more 26.
કેટલા થશે?
12.
12.
Yes.
Okay. Now the ciphertext equals to 12. So we want to get the plain text. 12 divided by. Sorry.
11 થશે.
11 થશે તો 11.
Oh, sorry, 11.
બરાબર 11. Over here 11. So 11 divided by what was our plain text? Key 3. Mod 26. What we will get? What we will get?
Ma'am, આ કેવી થશે? 3.6 આવશે.
Exactly. Here got 3.6. You can consider as a 4 or 26, right? So 4 answer. So that doesn't match with our plain text. And if we consider 3 as an answer, then also it does not match with our plain text. So what we can say through this exercise?
That division does not work.
Yes, exactly. That means if in encryption, if we are applying the multiplication, so we cannot say the division is the inverse of multiplication, right? So for that, what we should have? We should have the multiplicative inverse. So if in encryption process, we are applying the multiplication, so whenever we are doing the decryption at the receiver side, we need to use the multiplicative inverse number. Are you understanding?
તો મેમ ડિક્રિપ્શન તો કેટલું બધું કન્ફ્યુઝિંગ હશે. આમાં 63 મોડ 26 છે ત્યારે જવાબ 11 આવે. 11 મોડ 26 કરશો તોય જવાબ 11 આવશે.
આની જોડે પણ હજુ ઇન્વર્સ મલ્ટીપ્લાય થશે ને બકા? આ તો મેં તમને ખાલી સમજાયું કે આ બંને આપણને લાગે છે ઇન્વર્સ છે એકબીજાના, પણ ઇન્વર્સ નથી. રિયલ વર્લ્ડમાં એવું નથી. In real world, what we are going to do is, this is the equation. If we want to get the ciphertext, we are going to multiply the key with the plain text. But if we want to decrypt that particular message, then we are going to multiply the multiplicative inverse with the ciphertext. Are you understanding? Are you understanding the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So for that, what we need to learn? We need to learn what is this inverse and how we can get that particular inverse. Right? That is the question, because inverse મળશે તો આપણે decrypt કરી શકીશું. So we need to learn first of all what is this multiplicative inverse and how we can get it. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we are going to learn about that. Okay. So for learning this multiplicative inverse, you should have the idea about GCD. આવો કોઈ word you સાંભળ્યો છે maths માં?
Yes, ma'am. Greatest common divider.
Yes, greatest common divider. If I am saying GCD 18 and 12, what will be the answer? How we can find out the greatest common divider between these two numbers?
Factors निकालो दोनों के.
हाँ, तो कौन से आएंगे?
12 मतलब.
So for that you should have knowledge regarding one equation. Whenever we want to find out this thing, that means what will happen, whatever the GCD we are having, let's assume A and B, that will be equals to GCD B and R. R is remainder. That means we are going to divide A by B, right? Whatever the remainder we are having, that we will put over here. So if you will divide 18 by 12, so what we will get? 12 ones are 12.
6.
12 ones are 12, that is 6. So over here 12, over here 6. Now again what we will do? This is our A, this is our B. So 12 divided by 6. 6 twos are 12. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So over here 6 and 0, right? Because what is our equation? B and R. B is 6, R is 0. So we need to understand now the second term. So whenever we are having GCD A and 0, so the answer will be always A. So over here 6 is A, this is 0. So what will be the answer? 6. तो दोनों में कॉमन क्या आएगा? 6. अगर मुझे 18 करना है तो 9 2 जा 18. 9 कैसा आएगा? 3 3 जा सब आ गया. अब इसको और हम डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, तो ये 18 के आ गए, राइट? अब 12 के लिए क्या आएगा? 6 2 जा 6 कैसे आएगा? 3 2 जा. अब सब आ गए, राइट? तो इनमें से कॉमन कितना निकला? 3 into 2, 3 into 2, that is 6 that you have found. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So to find out the GCD, this is the calculation. You need to understand these two equations. GCD for A and B number, that will be same as GCD of whatever the B and remainder. उसका आंसर ये आएगा, ठीक है? और अगर आपके दो नंबर में से दूसरा वाला नंबर 0 है, तो जो भी पहला वाला नंबर है दैट विल बी योर आंसर. ओके, तो हम GCD क्यों अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हैं? हमें तो मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स समझना था, राइट? सो फॉर दैट we need to understand GCD because we need to understand this domain. Because whenever we are talking about the multiplicative inverse, we will talk about the Z star domain or set. So what is this star? तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Z से 26 का तो हमें पता था कि 0 से लेकर फिर 25 चले जाएंगे, ठीक है? उसमें सब आ जाएंगे 0 1 2 3 4 5. But whenever we are talking about Z star 26, in this set we do not have all the numbers from 0 to 26. Instead of that, what we will have? जिसका GCD 0 है, 1 है, मतलब वैसे वाले नंबर्स स्टार में आएंगे. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? 0 का क्या होगा? अब किसके साथ? यहाँ पर 26 है, दैट मीन्स हमारा जो B है GCD 0 26 ऐसा आएगा, तो वो तो 0 ही आएगा. GCD 1 26, क्या आएगा? 1 ही आएगा. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हेलो.
यस मैम.
तो ऐसे करके हमें सब कहाँ तक जाना है? 26 तक जाना है. तो उसमें जो भी नंबर्स आएंगे दैट विल फॉल अंडर दिस Z स्टार 26. टोटल 12 मेंबर्स विल बी देयर, राइट? सो उसके लिए आपको ये GCD फाइंड आउट करना आना चाहिए. तो इस सेट के अंदर जो भी नंबर्स आएंगे सिर्फ वही नंबर्स एक दूसरे के क्या होंगे? मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? यस और नो?
यस मैम.
तो हमें पता कैसे चलेगा कि इस नंबर का मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स पॉसिबल है या नहीं? तो जिसका GCD 0 है, राइट? तो वो नंबर हमें क्या हम कह सकते हैं कि वैसे नंबर का मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स पॉसिबल है. लेट्स अस्यूम वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स of 7 in 26. ठीक है? ऐसे भी दे सकते हैं, अदरवाइज ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं कि मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स ऑफ 7 in Z star 26. Okay? The question can be asked in these two different ways. So for that, before finding out the multiplicative inverse, we need to find out whether it is possible to find out the inverse in this range or not. Whether there is the available number for 7 in Z star 26 or not. So for that we need to find out GCD between 26 and 7. What will be the answer?
मैम 1. अच्छा
1. पहले तो फर्स्ट स्टेप बताओ.
7,2 आएगा
2 आएगा.
शायद.
26 डिवाइड बाय 7.
5 आएगा 5.
हाँ 5
आएगा.
5.
यहाँ पर क्या आएगा?
5 also. 5 also.
21 5. So over here remainder 5. Remainder, sorry. Now GCD, right? GCD of 7 and 5. 7 divided by 5. What you will get? 5 ones are 5. 2. Again GCD 5 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. 1. Again GCD 1. 2 divided by 1. 1 2s are 2. 0 0. So आ गया 1. That means दोनों के बीच में कोई कॉमन फैक्टर नहीं है, राइट? आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
यस मैम.
हाँ, तो दोनों के बीच में कोई कॉमन फैक्टर नहीं है. देन वी कैन से दैट द मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स ऑफ दिस नंबर इज पॉसिबल फॉर द रेंज Z स्टार 26. अभी हमने सिर्फ चेक किया कि पॉसिबल है या नहीं. अब जब पॉसिबल है तो हम क्या करेंगे? व्हाट वी विल डू? वी विल फाइंड आउट द इनवर्स फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर नंबर. ओके?
मतलब मैम अगर GCD 1 है तो ही उसका मल्टीप्लिकेटिव
हाँ होगा. हाँ, अगर इसके 1 की जगह पे यहाँ पर 3 आया या 4 आया या 5 आया तो उसका इनवर्स नहीं होगा.
ओके मैम.
मैम और हम लोग डायरेक्ट ऐसा नहीं लिख सकते कि 7 एक प्राइम नंबर है तो फिर डायरेक्ट GCD 1 ही होगा.
नहीं नहीं, ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते अपने. वी नीड टू प्रूव इट वाया स्टेप बाय स्टेप.
ओके मैम.
ओके.
Okay, so now we will calculate the multiplicative inverse for 7 in the range of 26. So for that we are going to follow the Euclidean algorithm. So in Euclidean algorithm, you need to find out the multiple things. First, we will write Q, then R1, then R2, then R, then T1, then T2, and then T. Okay, this many things we need to calculate for finding out the multiplicative inverse of 7 in Z star 26. So 26 में find out करना है. So over here in R1 we need to write 26. किसका find out करना है? 7 का. So in R2 we need to write 7. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. Then for T1, for the first step, you need to write 0, and for T2, you need to write 1. This is fixed. Okay. Now, how we will get the values of Q and R? So what we need to do is we need to divide 26 by 7. तो क्या आएगा?
5.
पिज्जा.
Right.
रिमाइंडर आएगा, रिमेनर रहेगा 5. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? 26 डिवाइड बाय 7, यहाँ पर 3, यहाँ पर 5. ओके, यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now how we can calculate T? So for calculating T, we have the equation T equals to T1 minus 2T2. What is the equation? Sorry, 2 nahi, Q. Q T2. T1 minus Q T2. So over here T1 is 0 minus Q is 3, and what is the value of T2? 1. तो यहाँ पर आएगा 3. So we will get minus 3. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next step is that you need to shift this value of your R2 in R1. That will be 7. You need to shift the value of your R in R2. That is 5. You need to shift the value of T2 in T1. That is 1. You need to shift the value of T in T2. That is minus 3. Is this clear? The second step?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now again we are going to repeat the things. 7 divided by 5. What we will get? 5 ones are 5.
2.
2. यहाँ पर वैल्यू क्या आएगी? What will be the value over here for T? T1 is 1
4.
minus Q T2. Minus minus plus हो जाएगा 3.
4.
That is 4. Very good. Now again we are going to repeat the step. The 5 will become over here your R1. Your 2 will become your R2. Then minus 3 will become your T1 and 4 will become your T2. Okay, is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now again what will be the answer?
2, 1.
2 2s are 4 and the remaining is 1. Over
Minus
here
11.
minus 11 પાક્કું ને? હું ગણતી નથી હવે. Okay, now again 2 1 4 minus 11. So 1 2s are, what will be the answer for T?
26. 26.
Yes, 26. So now the question arises in our mind is that up to what or how many times we need to follow these steps, right? So whenever, after that, whenever the value for R2 will become 0, at that time you need to stop. But whenever it will become 0, you need to shift the values over here, minus 11 and 26. 6. Right? So R2 0 થઈ ગયું because in maths we know that we cannot divide any number by 0. Right? Division possible nothing. So at this moment we need to stop. And what will be our answer? So our answer will be minus 11 mod 26 because we are finding the inverse of 7 in mod 26. So the multiplicative inverse of 7 in Z star 26 is equals to minus 11 mod 26. So what will be the value?
15.
15. So this is the multiplicative inverse number for 7 in Z star 26. I hope you understood this particular method. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in examination, this might be asked in a 2 to 3 mark that find out the multiplicative inverse of this particular number in this domain. Okay. So you need to follow this particular method. This method is known as extended Euclidean method or algorithm. Fine. And
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you will not see before starting with this particular method, you need to check first of all. Okay, if you will not check, then you will not get the full marks. Before you need to first of all check that whether that number is having the inverse or not, and if it is having the inverse, then and only then find out that which value is the inverse of this value. Okay, if there is no possibility to have any inverse of that particular number in a given range, then you just need to mention that as the GCD of these two numbers are not 1, so we can there cannot be chances of the multiplicative inverse of this number in this domain or range. Okay. અમુક વખત કન્ફ્યુઝ કરવા માટે બી તમને એવું કહી દેશે કે ભાઈ આનો મલ્ટિપ્લિકેટિવ ઇન્વર્સ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરો. હવે એનો પોસિબલ જ નહીં હોય એટલે તમારે પહેલા ચેક કરવાનો અને પછી આ વસ્તુ કરવાની. બરાબર? અધરવાઇઝ તમે એક્ઝામ ટાઈમમાં આનું આ કર્યા જ કરશો એનો કોઈ એન્ડ નહીં આવે. Fine. So let me just take your attendance and after that you can leave. अरे यार. લેક્ચરમાં કશું ના ખબર પડી હોય તો પૂછજો. Roll number 81.
Present, ma'am.
83.
Present, ma'am.
87.
Yes, ma'am.
92. 92. Manthan. See, if you will not respond to during the attendance time, then I am not going to consider your attendance. Okay. પછી એવું ના કહેતા કે મારા 70% થયા કે ના થયા. I am not going to consider it. 107.
Hello, ma'am.
हाँ.
Actually, my net was off for a minute. So, have you spoken my number?
Yes.
Okay, I'm present. Obviously.
Okay. 118. Juhi.
Present.
Okay. Dev.
Present.
Present.
Okay. 132.
Ma'am, 124 present.
हाँ 132. પ્રથમ શાહ. બસ આપણે ચાલુ કરીને મૂકી દેવાનું ઓનલાઈન છે.
મેમ તમારો વોઇસ બહુ જ લો આવે છે.
હેલો. Am I audible now?
યસ મેમ યસ.
પ્રથમ શાહ.
મેમ પ્રથમે હમણાં 2 મિનિટ પહેલા ડાઉટ પૂછેલો.
તો એ કેમ અત્યારે રિસ્પોન્ડ નથી કરતો?
કોલ કરું છું.
ચિરાગ. Chirag, 136.
Yes, ma'am.
143.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Okay. 147.
Yes, ma'am.
153.
Present.
Ma'am, 150.
Yash Kumar, 154.
Ma'am, 150.
Sorry, 150.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Acha, Neil Kumar. Okay. Sakshi.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Ma'am, 157 present.
Parth.
132 present.
Parth.
Present.
નીચે વાળો નહીં ઉપર વાળો.
मैम सरनेम बोल दो कि खबर नहीं पड़े.
176 વાળો.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. $180.
યસ મેમ.
184.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. You can leave. Thank you.
Ma'am, 132 present.
હા. કઈ જતો રહ્યો તો ભાઈ?
મેમ બાથરૂમમાં ગયો હતો 2 મિનિટ માટે. અત્યારે વચ્ચે ડાઉટ પણ પૂછતો હતો હું.
હા એ તો મને કહ્યું. જબરા ટાઈમિંગ છે યાર તારા.
અહીંયા ભણવાનું પતી ગયું હતું એટલે પછી ગયો હતો એના પછી.
ઓકે ઓકે વાંધો નહીં.